In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways on how you can skyrocket your Facebook organic reach. Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the book, Get Social Smart. And it's episode 155 of the Get Social Smart show. Now, by the way, if you're watching this video over on YouTube, I want you to hit that subscribe button and the bell button because we have videos just like this that come out each and every week, and that way you will not miss a minute. Okay, so why are we talking about Facebook organic reach? Well, Facebook has been in the news quite a bit, and a lot of people are saying, oh, organic reach is dead, or it's impossible to get organic reach, you have to spend money on Facebook ads. Look, Facebook ads are great, but they're not the end all and be all. And yes, there are some things that you can do that can increase your reach without having to spend a lot of money. And we've been doing 3 things over the last few weeks and months that have made a huge difference that I cannot wait to share with you in this video. Tip number 1, ask questions. So simple questions can really help to build your organic reach. And this might be a tip that you had heard a few years ago and had wondered if it's still a valuable technique, and it really is. Now, I will say, you need a little bit of an engaged audience before you can start asking questions. So stay tuned for tip 2 and 3. And also, by the way, I've got a good bonus tip at the end. So stay tuned all the way to the end. Once you've done those, start thinking about incorporating questions. Now, the key to a good question is keep it simple. Keep it a yes or no, an either or. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer this town or this town? Do you prefer this kind of house or this kind of house? If you were to remodel, what would you remodel first, your kitchen or your bathroom? Just simple questions that people can ask. Now, I want to say this. I also want to say that you want to be authentic with your questions. You know, don't just ask something for the sake of asking a question. Be authentic and have your questions related to your city, your community, the fact that you're in real estate. But either or questions, yes or no questions, are a great simple way to build that engagement organically. The other reason why this is really valuable is if Facebook sees that you're getting 20, 30, 40 responses to one question, they are going to show your other content to more and more people, right? There's the whole algorithm, can't even say it, there's a whole algorithm when it comes to Facebook. And so getting a lot of traction on one post is going to help your other posts tremendously. Tip number 2, post photos with no link. Photos with no link tend to get a high level of engagement. And some of the best photos that you can post are things that are funny, quirky, inspiring, inspirational. I like to say, look at your life as content. I remember a few weeks ago, I walked out of the house with 2 different pairs of shoes on. Yes, 2 different pairs of shoes on. It was embarrassing, but I also thought, oh my gosh, this would probably be really funny on Facebook. So I did an Instagram story about it, but I also posted it up on Facebook. And that post got a lot of likes, a lot of engagement. And yes, it had nothing to do with business. But the reason I posted it was, first of all, it was funny, but it's that relatability factor, right? People do business with people they know, like, and trust, and are relatable. And sometimes in social media, especially Facebook, we tend to see like the most perfectly edited version of ourselves. And so sometimes it's fun to kind of poke fun at ourselves. And so look at your life as content. If there's something funny or quirky that happens throughout your day, or maybe you come across a funny meme or an inspirational quote that really resonates with you, post that to your Facebook business page. Use just a few words as well. That's a little extra side tip. If you just use a word or 2, or maybe an emoji too, those can also help build engagement big time. Tip number 3. Tip number 3 is video. Video, as you all know, is something that I'm a huge believer in. But video is such a powerful thing when it comes to Facebook. And Facebook recently said this past year that they prefer video that's over 3 minutes. So video that's over 3 minutes tends to perform a little bit better. And also, if you can put out video on a consistent basis, this goes back to what I always say is like pick a day and stick with it. For us, it's been Wednesday. We've been posting new videos on Wednesday for the past 3 years. So pick a day and stick with it. It'll help just integrate it into your schedule. And if you can do what we do, where we are batch recording our videos, that makes a huge difference. I've said this before, if I'm going to sit down, do my hair and makeup and record one video, I might as well sit down and record like 3 or 4. So you can batch create your content, get yourself into a schedule, but videos that are uploaded into Facebook, also captions make a really big difference. So make sure you're captioning all your videos. We use a great service called rev.com. We'll drop that link below so you can check that out, but that's a great way to get captions on all your videos, and also Facebook Live, of course. Video and Facebook Live are one of the easiest ways to build that organic traction without spending a whole lot of money. Okay, I promised for you a bonus tip. My bonus tip on how to increase your organic reach is Facebook Stories. So Facebook Stories has been getting a little bit of a buzz. It hasn't been getting as much of a buzz as I think Instagram Stories has. But if you go onto Facebook and you scroll your feed, the basically the first half of your feed right now, as of the recording of this video, is like Facebook stories. So I encourage you to start playing around with Facebook stories on your personal profile, but for your business page, it can also help tremendously to get some traction. So here's a couple quick tips on how to use Facebook stories to build that organic reach. First of all, if you already have an Instagram business account, you can link your Instagram business account to your Facebook business account. And then when you post stories to your Instagram business, you can also share those to your Facebook business. That's an easy thing to do. We do that fairly often. But something you may not realize is when you go to your Facebook business page, each one of your posts on your feed can also be turned into a story. There's a little button that says add to story. Sometimes you can hit that button. For some of you, you might have to hit the share button and then it'll say share to story. And then you can share it right to your story. So we do that with all of our posts, which is just one extra way to get an extra 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 eyeballs to each one of those posts. It's one of those sort of underutilized things right now. I'm feeling like some people are thinking, oh, who's really looking at stories? People are looking at stories, and I don't have a crystal ball, but I think one of the big things that we're going to see over the next 12 to 18 months is an even bigger use of people using and watching stories. So use Facebook stories on your business page. That will help you tremendously with your organic reach. All right, if you're listening to this and thinking, okay, I need to get a handle on a lot of my social media strategy, I would encourage you to check out our free resource center. We have an amazing library of free resources that will help you with Facebook, with Instagram, with your content strategy, with a lot of the things we're talking about here today. We'll drop that link below so you can check that out. And again, if you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we have new videos that come out each and every week. All right, as I wrap up today, I have a question for you. What is your biggest struggle when it comes to Facebook? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, for more tips and tools and strategies, please visit us at katielance.com.